Now we're going to do another one. Going to combine the sad and the angry face. The unique curve of the eyebrows, the way they sit lower on the face. We're going to combine that with the frown of the sad face. I always make sure the essential lines are in place to start with before anything else. Because of the intensity of the expression, the face is going to tilt downwards. Because of that, some of the features will shift. Going to drop the nose, and then place the facial expression right back there. So check this out. These are just the essential lines again. So the angry face lines and the sad face lines. They turn into this. Always put the essential lines in first. If you can't make an expression out of just these, then people can't read what they are, you need to go back and simplify it. Expressions are just basic lines. The skin of the eye, brow ridge kind of pushes into the eye. Face and the sad face combined, if you remember. Wrinkles on the mouth add to the intensity of the sad expression and the angry one as well. There are wrinkles between his eyebrows and the buffer chin. And to get this expression, I'll have to put some wrinkles, because when people frown, sometimes the nostrils flare up and they'll flare and widen, and the wrinkles appear on the cheek. It's looking very salty. And sometimes the chin will come up. See how intense this is becoming? A lot of the time, you've got an expression going on. Just feel your face when you make expressions, and you'll be able to realize, just feel the muscles in your face when you make an expression, when they tense up, and then you should be able to know what lines to put. When you're angry and you're hurt, your lip might curl up, some skin might be under your lip and above your chin. That's the case here. Gotta be careful not to put too many lines. Don't want to make her look too old. The hair back on it. I may do a tutorial about hair sometime in the future. We'll see how that goes, if I get enough requests for it. That is just making sure to keep the essential lines there still. Okay, just about done with that. There we go. Found out that she wasn't actually happy for her and was being insincere and became hurt. Again, this is just the sad facial expression mixed with the angry one. We've taken the essential lines from each of them and combined them to make this. And this simplified. Sad eyebrow curves, angry eyebrow mouth, angry eyebrow mouth, angry mouth line, sad eyebrows, combine them with the sad face, angry face. We get this. And now, as soon as you figure out and master the mix and match, you'll be able to make new facial expressions, or what appear to be new facial expressions, simply by using body language. And I will definitely do a tutorial on that. So we're going to make a totally new facial expression simply by using the confident face, perhaps, tilting the head, making slight alterations. Going to shift the head to 3/4 and make a new expression. Now we'll start with the essential lines of this one, which are going to be these, because it's actually the confident expression, but shift it a bit to 3/4 view, or close to 3/4 view. And just the way the head tilts is going to influence the look of the thing in the final. You ever listen to someone talk and you didn't believe them, but the story was so funny you listened anyway? This is kind of going to be that face. Up into the cheek, and it's a little more dramatic, so it goes straight down. But it still curves up at the end a bit. The lip juts out a little bit. Some of the 42 muscles in your face shift upwards or downwards. You can even put some wrinkles from the skin being dragged across the face, under the chin. Again, just feel your own face, your muscles when you're making expressions. Look in the mirror, see what's twisting where. In no time. Totally believe us. So we've got that angry eye curve slightly, but we mix that with a bit of uncertainty by shifting the mouth to an odd angle, but including the smile on, because standing straight up. So we include the collars over clothes. Disbelieving expression. So here's where we're at so far. We've taken a neutral expression, combined it with a happy expression, and made a confident expression. We've combined a happy and sad expression together to make an insincere expression. Combined the sad and angry expression together and made a hurt expression. And by taking the smile curve of the eyebrows and combining it with the neutral curve of the neutral eyebrows and combined them together, but took the happy smile and shifted it to a sideways 45-degree angle and tilted the head as well, we've come up with a new expression completely. And this is where body language comes into play, and I'll explain a little bit of that based on what we've just done here. Now, if you pay attention to your own facial expressions, and definitely those of the people around you, whether you're out and about on the street, you're at work, you're at home, around people you know, watch how people move. Watch their faces, watch their facial expressions, watch the way the skin moves on their face. Watch the way the muscles tighten or relax. Watch the angle they shift their face to. Because when you're disbelieving, you don't always just look at someone with a totally straight face. You may arch your eyebrow a bit. You think the story's a little funny. But more often than not, you're going to visibly give them a hint that you don't totally believe what they're saying. Body language becomes important when drawing expressions to accentuate, to exaggerate, to make a stronger impression. Because you can make more than just the 4 basic expressions by putting your back into it, so to speak. But don't forget that all of the expressions you make are more or less made from the same essential lines. Always keep your essential lines in mind when you're drawing a face. The sky's the limit as far as facial expressions go. And before long, you can make a myriad of expressions. Happy, sad, angry, neutral, disbelieving, insincere, confident, hurt, excited. And we should probably do one for excited before we wrap this up. So here is the surprised facial expression. We've turned all of the straight lines into basically arches. We've got the happy eyebrows, but this time we've added something new to the mix. A curve, a circle. And that's kind of the O face for surprise. The O wow. And we're going to start this drawing. The eyes are going to widen. We're going to incorporate a little bit of body language into the mix here. The eyes are going to widen. Again, these are just curves. These are just the essential lines we're laying down. Face is going to tilt up. He's in total surprise. He's been taken aback. And when you're taken aback, you physically move. Side is shifting. So everything is coming below eye height now. And what you include and exclude from your drawings has a big impact on it as well. The inclusion of teeth makes it seem that his mouth is open even wider than it is. Little things like that can help to really sell your expression. And he's surprised I decided to do another one because he thought he's done. But we need to make one more facial expression. His hair isn't super bushy. And that is a surprised face. Albeit a little more subtle than you could do. You can go even more extreme than this to really make someone surprised. But I will let you guys discover how to do that exactly. One important guideline to making facial expressions correctly, making sure the face doesn't leave, the features don't slide across the planes of the face. They always have to be where they should be in real life. For example, I don't want to take the same surprised facial expression and just have the features just moving way outside of the planes of the face. So without any planes or any guidelines, you've got the nose here, the eyes so far apart, the eyebrows really close to each other, and the mouth super low on the face. It almost looks like a fish. Everything has to stay in its proper place, so that way they look human. Otherwise, you'll end up with a bit of a mess. There's a thing called planes of the face, and in the recommended reading section, I'll give you a suggestion on how to learn to do that properly. If we shift everything inside of the plane it's supposed to be in, the face will be a lot more realistic. The expression will even look better. Because we know where everything's supposed to go. Eyebrows come off the sides of the bridge of the nose. Eyebrows are raised up, so it's okay if we raise them but don't spread them out, because there's always, think of it as the unibrow area. And then we have the mouth. It does come upwards as opposed to downwards, because we're looking at this from below eye height, because he's tilted his face back. So all the lines are just curving like this. It's like going through a tunnel almost. Person screaming maybe. Show more of their teeth. Going back into the mouth. Tongue maybe. Keeps this funny looking nose. Just cause. Guy's hair blowing in the wind. And the hair can't be too inside of the face either. that has to reflect the planes of the face as well. And now we've turned the fish back into a person. Not the same guy, because this was a fish and he evolved. But we've corrected the errors, dropped the expression into the planes. You don't just want things sliding all over the place. One eye just right next to the other one. Eyebrow across. That looks messed up. Always mind the planes of the face, and the expressions conform to the planes of the face. In review, always make sure before you even go diving into making facial expressions with humans, you have to make sure you get all the essential lines down, all of your emoticons, your emoji, as some people would say. Make sure your emoticons are perfectly expressive and convey the message you want. Then you can transfer that onto a real person. Recommended reading for this type of work includes Andrew Loomis's book, Drawing the Head and Hands. I always recommend anything by Andrew Loomis. He's just a master as far as art is concerned. Also, Terry Moore's How to Draw Women, which has a few good passages about facial expressions. He covers a whole bunch of stuff about anatomy, composition, lines, how to draw women, but there's good stuff in there about facial expressions as well. He gives one really good tip about not so much minding if the character looks like themselves. Like, don't sacrifice the emotion for the consistency. It wasn't that exactly, I'm paraphrasing it. He explained it a lot better than I can, but something to that effect that I totally agree with. It'll help you get the most out of your expressions. Because as soon as you master the consistency, that'll be in the back of your mind. You'll automatically do it. Then you'll just have room to focus on the expression itself. So you have to master one thing at a time. And I will do a tutorial on just drawing faces. That's where the consistency part comes in. I'll do a tutorial on that in the future. Follow me on DeviantArt Facebook for more content like this. My DeviantArt page is www.atlas0, that's ATLAS 0.deviantart.com. And make sure you follow me on YouTube as well. My YouTube handle is Random YouTube Junk. That's RANDOMUTUBEJUNK, Random YouTube Junk, for just a bit of fun, some speed drawing if you're into it, and sketches, inking. Sometimes I color work as well. And you can take away from this and add to your own drawings as well. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.